3,000. That's right, we've flipped more than 3,000 profitable houses and can teach you how to do the same thing. Click the Academy link for your free roadmap to financial freedom.
My name is Willie, and I'm from Atlanta, the gateway to Plains. And I wanted to do a quick video testimonial about Peter Vekselman's course. For about a decade, well, actually a little bit longer than that, I've been a real estate agent since actually 9/11. I was in the post license class. And I've seen a lot of people losing their shirt investing in real estate. I saw the .com bust. I saw, of course, the bust of 2008. And it really scared me seeing all these people losing their money in real estate. And I was afraid to get involved in it, but then I found Peter's course online, and it was actually probably one of the best ones out there. You know, there are a lot of gurus out there, but they just don't have any heart. And when you talk to Peter, you just know that he's a straight shooter, and you feel like you can work with him. And of course, granted, it's not for everybody. But when you work with Peter, he tells you exactly what to do. He gives you guidance. If you have a property and suppose that you want to buy it and you think, man, price is way too high to buy it, he'll say, just go on, tie it down, lock it down, and we'll deal with it after we get it sold. And then he'll show you how to get the buyers, and he'll show you how to sell it. And then after he sells it, he'll come in there and try to renegotiate the price to make a profit on it. So there's just so many ways to skin a cat, and he knows all of them. And all of his videos and marketing, I get up every morning and look at another video that comes out. I just think it's a great opportunity. It truly is a lifestyle. It's what they always say. And it's a great lifestyle. And if you work hard, do what he says, because, you know, I could be like the richest man in the world, and I could tell everybody exactly what I did, point by point, step by step. No one would do it. So you got to do what Peter says to do, and if you do it, he'll walk you hand by hand, and he'll make it a success.
Hey there, this is Peter Vekselman. So here I have Tim Brooks and David, his son. They came in to visit me, and Tim, you and I have known each other in some capacity, at least for a year now, several months.
Yep.
So he and I have known of each other. We've been part of the same organization, and probably about a month ago, you shot me an email. You're like, hey Pete, I want to come in. I want to see what you're doing. So before we go into that, what we're doing here, Tell everybody a little about your history. You're as a real estate investor.
I've been in the business for about 15 years. I've bought and sold a couple of hundred properties, and I'm a nationwide buyer of properties, so I kind of buy all over the country. And we like to do owner finance, so I do a lot of owner finance deals. We're able to set them up. It creates an unbelievable lifestyle for you. But my acquisition style is different than Peter's, and that's the reason why I came here to begin with. I buy directly from banks. It's a unique way to buy. But it's an ever-changing market. What Peter does here is totally different and extraordinarily exciting for me, just to come in and take a look at the operation and see how it operates.
And now you've been here since today's Thursday. You guys came in here on Tuesday.
Yes, we did.
Right?
That's
actually,
right.
When he came in here, I was like, listen, dude, you just need 2 hours here. You don't need to spend 3 days here. I'm actually glad that you did spend 3 days here. We'll get into that in a minute. But so, look, you're obviously a savvy investor. You got history on you. You got deals on you. Yep. You got about how many properties right now throughout the country you own?
About 70, I guess.
He's got about 70 throughout the country that he owns, that he's financing himself to owner Ox. So what do you think? 3 days, you've seen what we do.
Really, for any of you that are out there on the edge of trying to decide whether you want to do something with Peter, I'm going to tell you point blank, and I don't endorse anybody, but I'm telling you, this is the real deal. His operation is the real operation. For me, I had to come sit in it, be immersed in it to really see what's taking place, to follow the system through to get a good feel of it. Peter's system on the front end is absolutely spot on and the best I've ever seen. He's got it down to a fine science, and it gets results. And that's the bottom line, really. So you've got to be able to put it in motion and then work those deals, and you'll make money too. It's that simple.
You know, the thing I want to make a comment on that, and first of all, I appreciate the kind words, but yesterday we all went to grab lunch. And what happens, this is kind of interesting, what happens a lot of times when people come to watch what we do here, they just kind of want to check out, they want to learn what we're doing, maybe potentially think of working with me or not. But as we were having lunch yesterday, something really cool happened. We started talking about what they're doing. And then what we decided to do is we decided to combine forces on the things. So what we're going to do is we're going to implement some of the things we're doing here, some of the things that they're doing back home, and we're really leaving here as partners.
Yes, we are. And I'm extremely excited about it.
Yeah, we just got done with a meeting here.
Yes.
We got some things formalized. We're going to probably within 2 weeks start doing deals together.
Yes.
And I'm flat out excited. And let me tell you, this is a good teaching point for those of you watching this video. I always talk about this business is about collaboration. I mean, so many people think, this is a business of just, you're going to isolate yourself from the world, you're going to do your own thing, and I'm totally opposite. I always tell people, you got to get in the community, the investing community. So literally 3 days later, we're leaving here, putting together a big business plan, a model, and I think we're going to hit it out of the park. I see no reason why in the next several months we can't do a couple hundred deals together.
I agree.
With what we put together. So this is another reason why you absolutely have to immerse yourself into the real estate community. Whether you're talking to members of your RIA club, whether you're talking to successful agents where you live, whether you're talking to successful money people where you live, you just never know which way the conversation is. So listen, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you talked me out of just doing it for 2 hours. I'm glad you guys stayed here for 3 days. It's been awesome, and we're looking forward to working together.
Yes, lots of fun. Looking forward to it, Peter. Truly.
Good. Well, look, as always, you guys know what I do here. I do tons and tons of deals. Been doing this for 15 years. Got over 3,000 deals behind me, literally all over the United States. And here's another example of something that we're going to add on another couple hundred deals here, hopefully in the next 12 months, that we're going to do together that literally 3 days ago I wasn't anticipating. Hey there, this is Peter Vekselman, and I got Josh and I got John in front of me here, and we've been working in a coaching capacity. These guys hired me a little while ago to coach them through this business. And before I get into why they're actually here, guys, if you don't mind, just a little bit about your history, kind of what you've done, how long you've been doing it, deals you've done, and all that kind of stuff. And this is before you even brought me on board.
Sure, feel free, John. Josh and I have been in the business since about 2005. Focused mostly on the retail side, and just recently, about a year and a half, we really started to focus more on the wholesaling and getting into the investment side. We found Peter online and been working with him now, and things have been really changing and working for the better for us, and we're really appreciative to be working with Peter.
And I guess you guys have always been partners, right?
Yeah, well.
Okay, so same history?
Yeah, pretty much the same history. Started off retail, then we're switching over to investing. So we're pretty much trying to do the full switch.
Okay,
not really that much retail.
Right.
So we're going to try to go more
mostly investing side.
Yeah, get
okay.
to other agents.
And the reason you guys are here actually is about a week and a half or a couple of weeks ago, we were kind of at the point where we're talking about negotiations. Your phone's ringing now, and I think, I'm not sure which one of you said, Pete, I just don't quite get it. I mean, I know you're telling us how to do it, but we're kind of more visual guys. So that's what I just said. Why don't you guys come into my office, sit with my callers for a couple hours with my negotiators, see if you can kind of get some pointers that. And that's kind of what happens. So you guys have been here. It's about 1 o'clock. You guys have been in for a couple hours. You've sat with them. What's your feedback? Was it helpful? Did you guys learn? Did it help coming in and watching what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big help. I'm leaving here feeling 100% better than I did. Just hearing what he had to say over the phone, just listening and getting to actually see what's going on a day-to-day basis is going to allow us to take his tools and use it to train and start working with our team back home as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was really just what I learned is it's a numbers game. And we had someone working with us. She was fielding the calls. I thought she was doing stuff wrong, and it turns out that she probably wasn't doing as much stuff wrong as I thought. The girls here, they're friendly and everything, but it's just really, there's no scripts. We're used to using scripts. Being as agents, being a little bit more pushy. I didn't see none of that here, and they still got a lot of deals closing. So that's what we were looking for, is to see it. It's just pretty, it's not really anything methodical, really too much to it. It's just kind of, you take the calls, you do the follow-ups, and the ones that are going to work out do.
It's a numbers game.
It is a numbers game.
It's a numbers game. There's no question. But listen, I'm glad you guys came in. I'm glad it helped. I mean, you guys are only about 5 hours away, so I want to see some results today. Let's get the phone ringing. So that's kind of one of the things I do for people I work with from a coaching capacity. You got the ability to come in, work with my people here for a while, see how everything works. And one thing is, pretty much everything I say I do, right? Even you pointed out, remember one thing I was telling you guys on the phone, hey, just be yourself. And what did you find? They're themselves, right? They're totally themselves, they're relaxed and all this. So anyway, I'm glad it helped you guys. Okay, so today I want to ask you a question. Just kind of think about what you do when you're running your business. Is it better to be good at a bunch of stuff? Remember, good, not bad, but good above average. Or is it actually better just to be brilliant at one thing? My contention is very simple. I would rather you invest your time and become brilliant at one thing than literally above average or good at a bunch of things. So let me use my business here as an example. You know, from the different things we do here, and, you know, as a real estate investor, I've done a ton of things. I've been a private lender. I've built houses. I've renovated. You know, I buy, fix, and sell to this day. We've done rezonings, done condo conversions, you know, wholesaled literally thousands of properties, you know, invested all across the United States. But the one thing that I'm absolutely brilliant at, that I think that we do better than anyone else across the country, is marketing. That is just that. It is that one pillar that makes absolutely every single thing possible. See, because of our brilliance at marketing, it allowed me to do all those kinds of deals. Because of our brilliance at marketing, last year it allowed me to invest across the country and actually develop a strategic relationship with a huge corporation, way larger than ours. And we actually started doing marketing for them on the West Coast and in other parts of the country. Because of our brilliance at marketing, I'm able to do deals today in Florida that I would otherwise not able to do. Because of our brilliance at marketing, I've been able to develop relationships with some of the top real estate people across the country in terms of doing deals. And obviously because of our brilliance in marketing, I'm able to do as many deals and consistent flow of deals as I do currently. So brilliance at one thing well surpasses at above average at something else. So this is my challenge to you. Look, we all have talents, and I'm not, you know, and I understand marketing is not one of those things you just pick up one day and say, well, let me just become brilliant at it. It is a sophisticated thing. You really got to know what you're doing. But I challenge you to become brilliant at some facet of real estate. See, I don't care if you become brilliant at putting out bandit signs. You develop a plan, you develop a strategy, you develop a time frame, you develop a huge network of them. I bet if you become an absolutely brilliant bandit sign person, you will make money in this business. I bet if you become an absolute brilliant whatever, let's say you're a realtor right now and you know your key is getting listings, or maybe your key is marketing properties or selling properties or networking, become absolutely brilliant at that. Maybe you're watching this video and you're a contractor and you know you do a lot of different things. Well, I bet if you become absolutely brilliant at one type of construction, maybe one type of building, maybe one type of renovation that becomes a cookie cutter that you will get known for and branded for, you will do a lot better than just kind of being a jack of all trades all over the place. See, being investors, there's a lot of different facets in this business. Again, there's the marketing side, there's the sales side, there's the negotiation side, there's the people development side, you know, there's the expansion side, there's kind of staying tight, whatever it is. Figure out what your skill level is, and I challenge you to become absolutely brilliant at it, because that brilliance will absolutely open up doors for you that you would have never otherwise thought you could have. But that brilliance will get you not only successful in your own world, it'll get you noticed by others, and that's where those doors will open up. Become brilliant at something and watch what happens at your business. Hey there, Peter Vekselman. So today I want to talk to you about timing of things. And one of the most important timing of things is, when do you do things in terms of getting people on your team? See, getting people on your team in real estate is no different than, let's say you're retired and you need like a retirement account and you don't have it. Well, it's too late to get it at that point. Well, the same thing in real estate as it relates to your team. Look, we all know who our team members are. We all work with realtors. We all work with closing attorneys. We work with title companies. We work with marketing people. Some of us work with negotiators, closers, processors. You know, some people work with money people. Those are the team members that are absolutely critical in this business. It doesn't matter where you are in this business, whether you're just getting started or you already are in this business. At a certain point in time, almost all of those people are going to be needed by you. So here's the problem that happens to so many investors. They get these team members on an as-needed basis, meaning, they're putting a big deal together, they got everything in place, they got the deal, and maybe they got a couple partners involved, and guess what? Now they're realizing, well, let me go and secure the financing for the deal. Or maybe you're putting a deal together, you got everything in place, you got your buyers in place, maybe if you're flipping it, you got your sellers in place, and all of a sudden you're like, well, let me go get a closing agent, okay? So the key to this business and team members is you want to have them before you need them. See, the uniqueness of real estate is very simple. If you don't have the right key team member in place ahead of time, it could cost you a tremendous amount of money. Because in this business, there's so many of these types of team members. If you're panicking and you have to really kind of off the cuff get one, you could actually get the wrong one, and it could set your deal backwards. Or if you're panicking and you're off the cuff, desperately need one, you may not be able to find any of them. So build your team members out ahead of time. Interview them. Talk to them, get references, find out who they're doing business with, what they're doing, but develop the team members in your business before you need the team members. See, these team members become instrumental in your business. It could be argued that almost every single deal you do in this business will require some kind of outside help, whether it's money, whether it's on the closing side, whether it's from finding a deal realtor side. Maybe you're working with bird dogs on the acquisitions. Maybe you're using negotiators. I could look at my career of the thousands of deals behind me, and I could pinpoint very few deals where I've taken it from A to Z all by myself. In today's world, I take 0 deals from A to Z by myself. As a matter of fact, in today's world, almost all of my deals, if not all of the deals, are done by my team members. So again, team members, it's like planning ahead of time. If you need something and if you don't have it, it's probably too late. So draw out your map, figure out what you're doing, because for some strategies you need different team members. If you're in a buy, fix, and sell and you don't have all the funds, you're going to need a team member from a money perspective. If you're in a wholesaling model, you're going to need investors in that model. So figure out what it is you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish, fill in the holes by the team members that you're going to need to do that with, and ahead of time secure those team members so as they are needed, you know exactly who to talk to and who to do business with.